Who here has had a fight with their spouse and uttered the words, calm down? Who's done it? Yeah, how'd that work? Have you ever told your children, hey, calm down? How did that work with your children? Worked great, sure it did.
LuckyGunner.com is my go-to resource for in-stock, fast shipping ammunition. Whether you're looking for rifle ammo, handgun ammo, rimfire ammo, or shotgun ammo, go to LuckyGunner.com for the best place on the internet to find it all in stock and ready to ship. They have stood by us all in this ammo pandemic, giving us great education via their YouTube channel and their ballistic testing as well. Go and check them out and find great ammo ready to ship at good prices.
The phrase calm down has never worked in any context. Nobody likes to be condescended to. Okay? I want you to take that phrase and remove it from your vocabulary. Instead, I want you to recognize when somebody is emotionally elevated, that's simply a clue for you. This is a clue for you, all right? So I'm going to be a tiny bit transparent with you that my family has experienced significant struggles with mental health care. We had to learn, again, this idea of calm down when somebody's in an elevated state just doesn't work. And I actually learned an interesting proverb here that really helped me, especially in family environments. And that proverb went something that a Hindu guru was walking with his students. And they came across a family while they're walking, and that family was screaming at each other. And the student asked the guru and said, Guru, why are they yelling at each other? They should love each other. They're family. They're supposed to love each other. And the guru says to him, well, you see, what happens is that they're yelling at each other because their hearts are actually far away from each other, even though they're close in space. And when their hearts are far away, they raise their voices to be heard across the distance. And this is why you see lovers, they whisper to each other and they talk very quietly because their hearts are so close, they don't have to speak loudly. And so what I had to learn when I was talking to one of my children, if they would get escalated and they'd start yelling at me, it meant they felt like their heart was far away from me. But if instead, when she started going up, I went down, and she'd start screaming because she was mad about something, and I'd be like, hey, come here, hold my hand. I got it. I hear that you're frustrated. I love you. What's going on? Tell me what's going on. Tell me what you're feeling inside right now. And if I could say that real quiet, I remember the first time she went and she looked at me and she just burst into tears and said, I don't know. She did, and I was like, okay, I get it. I understand. Okay, you don't understand. You don't know what emotion you're feeling. But I want you to know that I'm here with you for it, and I want to understand. So help me. Tell me what started all this and how that went. And that broke some things, and we have a really great relationship today. Okay? So all I want to do with this is to tell you, take this word and this phrase out of your vocabulary. Never works on anybody. Now, the only time you're like, well, wait a minute, sometimes I'm the boss, and I need my employees to just listen to me. You notice how I do it? I need you to listen to me, and I get out this knife hand. And I start doing that. And I'm going to get out my drill instructor voice. You need to calm down. This does not work. I tell people all the time, hey, listen, I got out of Uncle Sam's Canoe Club in 2002, and I did not get issued one of these as a veteran. And I have told people, I have done it in the recent past. I had a guy do this for me. I said, hey, Staff Sergeant, sheath that knife hand. I am not your private. Do not talk to me that way. Let's talk like adults. So again, if you're, as a boss, you need to yell at people to calm down, you suck as a boss. Because you don't like that being done to you by your superiors, right? If you're frustrated about something, okay, I can hear the frustration in your voice. Tell me what's going on. Well, I'm mad as hell about that. Well, I bet you I'd be mad as hell about that if I was in your shoes too. It makes sense to me that you're frustrated. Let's see if we can work on making it better. So get rid of that calm down. Now next here, I told you we were going to get into the fields, y'all. You got to understand your mission. Understand your personal mission. What's the mission in the military? Close with and destroy the enemy. You know what's better? We kill people when we break their stuff. Remember when I was a trainer in the U.S. Navy, all right? So I operated nuclear reactors in the Navy. Sounds really impressive until you do it, okay? I made hot water the hard way. That's all I did. I sat and watched the rock get hot. Hot rock makes hot water makes steam, steam turns turbines, makes the boat go. There's details, but I sat and watched the rock get hot, okay? And when I was training in the Navy, I'd say to my guys, I'd be like, all dudes, there was very few women in the nuclear power at that time. Actually, the very first women ever in nuclear power went to nuclear power school with me, and were great operators. But I'd be like, all right, what's our mission? And they're like, well, we defend, we're operating a reactor and forward-based stuff, blah, 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 blah. More basic, what's that? Well, we defend democracy, blah, blah, blah. More basic, what do? We kill people when we break their stuff. And when we're not killing people and breaking their stuff, we train to kill people and break their stuff, and we threaten to kill people and break their stuff. They're like, well, that doesn't sound like a very nice way to put it, John. That's what our job is in the military. We are a threat of force. Why do we send an aircraft carrier somewhere? We're threatening. Be nice or we will kill you and break your stuff. Am I wrong? So that's our mission in the United States military. What's the mission of law enforcement? Take criminals into custody and remove them from society. That's their mission. I know you go, no, it's not, it's to protect and serve. That's a motto, not a mission. The mission of law enforcement is to arrest lawbreakers and take them into custody and get them out of society. That's their mission. So that drives what they do. For us as private citizens, our mission is to protect ourselves and our loved ones from harm and be a good, sane, sober, moral, prudent neighbor. I have a different mission. My mission as a private citizen is not to kill people and break their stuff. My mission as a private citizen is not to take people into custody. I get people all the time as a firearms instructor like, so John, would I'd like to do some training on if I have to hold someone for law enforcement. How do I hold someone for law enforcement? You know what my advice is? Don't. Don't. You might have to, but my general advice is if somebody, you pull a gun on somebody and say, hey, back away, and he goes, ah, and he runs, thank you, come again. Don't come again, actually. Go away, thank you, run off. If he runs off, let him. I've even seen people like, guy pulls a knife on you, hey, back up, dude, I'll shoot you. And he goes, I'd like to leave. I'd like you to leave. Step, buddy. It's not my mission. Well, wait a minute, somebody's got to stop that guy. That's their job. Outsource your violence whenever possible. I mean, seriously, outsource your violence. No risk to you if you outsource your violence. If you can, let it go. And again, I am as pro-Second Amendment as exists. You absolutely have the right to keep and bear arms. And I believe that the use of deadly force can absolutely be justified and moral and necessary, okay? But I want you to understand your mission. And I want to show you a de-escalation thing here and a mission difference. In this particular video, you can see this is a badge cam, right? So this is a cop. What's his mission? Arrest lawbreakers and take them out of society, okay? That's his mission. However, do we want to do that and de-escalate to the maximum extent possible? We do want to de-escalate to the maximum extent possible, but these guys, right around the corner here, you can see this guy right here. See this? Just barely see him right there? Is a dude who has been roughing up people inside of McDonald's and just being a general dirtbag, okay? And so this is problematic, and these officers are going to have to talk to him. And you're going to watch him get super agitated. And let's think about mission here and see if you can hear this or...
This kid? What happened? You talking to us?
Nah, I'm talking to you.
Okay. What's wrong? Hey. Dude, what's wrong? What's wrong with you, dude?
Yeah, get your back up.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
I'm leaving.
What is wrong with you?
Get the fuck out. I'm leaving, homie.
Are you gonna fight me? Are you trying to fight me? Is that it?
Fucking don't take off your motherfucking badge.
Are you trying to fight me? Huh?
Don't fucking touch me. Don't fucking touch me.
Hey, dude, you're gonna get tased.
Told you there was bad words.
You are gonna get tased. Hey, what'd you ask? Hey,
what's up? Hey, honey.
Yeah.
What's up, baby girl? Keep the gang on the barrio. Fucking on my face, homie. Don't talk. You're not even from around here, motherfucking son and motherfucking what? Don't fucking tell me what the fuck to do, homie. I know what the fuck to do. Feel me? Don't tell me what the fuck to do.
Step back, dude.
I'm gonna get the fuck out, but don't tell me what the fuck to do, homie. Don't tell me what the fuck to do.
Relax. That worked.
What the fuck I want, homie.
Understand that?
I don't give a fuck. Don't tell me what the fuck to do, because I do what the fuck I want.
Step back. You need to step back.
Put out a backup.
Hey, let me get a backup. Let me get a backup. 810 Soto, McDonald. Let me get a backup. Hey, just stay there. You got it?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Just keep listening.
Hey, let me get my... Okay. Stand by. You got it?
I can't breathe. That's because I got my arm around your neck.
Don't move. Hey, don't move. Don't move.
Let me have
Don't move. Relax. Don't move.
Hey.
Don't move.
Just hit me up upside down.
Don't move.
I can't breathe, bro.
Relax.
Ah!
I'm relaxing.
Ah! Hey, bro, please hit me.
Hey, not
All
even
right,
that.
all right, relax, bro.
Don't make it
Ah!
simple.
Fuck, bro, what the fuck?
Don't move.
What the fuck is
Make it
wrong
simple.
with you
Hey,
guys,
hook him
bro?
up. Hook him up.
Hook him up.
Hey, don't make it simple. Make it simple.
Oh, shit.
Don't move, dude.
Motherfucking all that piece of shit motherfuckers was there with
You
it,
caused all this.
bro. What the fuck is wrong
You
with you
caused all
guys,
this.
bro?
It's okay, buddy.
No,
It's
you're
okay,
not
buddy.
okay, fool. You fucking almost made me die, motherfucker. Fuck you, motherfucker.
It's okay, buddy.
Caused all this.
Now, so let's talk about this within their mission of de-escalation. Now, I get it. He's a law enforcement officer. We're private citizens, right? As a private citizen, you see this, he'd actually smashed the side view mirror on somebody's car in the drive-thru. So this guy's got some problems, right? We got some serious issues here. They come up to him, hey, man, what's going on? Now, how was his initial response to that? He was hot and he was elevated, right? Now, as a private citizen, I see this guy doing this thing. What's my de-escalation strategy? Later. My apologies, sir. Have a nice day. And that's perfectly acceptable. And I know some people are like, hey man, that guy said something mean to me, or he's mean mugging me, he's looking at me weird. I gotta go see what's up with that guy. No, you don't. You do not have to accept every invitation that you are given to a fight. You can just go, that is absolutely not my circus, nor are those my monkeys. And I'm gone. Now, as a law enforcement officer, he doesn't have that right. He's been called to the scene to deal with the problem. He has to deal with the problem. That's what we give him a badge for. We say, you are our problem solver. You may not go away from the problem, you must go into it. So I will say a couple of things here from as far as actual realistic de-escalation strategies. This guy's clearly agitated. So we're going to talk about this in a little bit. What we want to look at is we want to look at his thinking, his feeling, and his behaving. Okay? Thinks, feels, and behaves. And when we look at his thinks, are his thoughts clear or contaminated? Is this guy drunk or high on something, or is he clear thinking? Yeah, he's probably contaminated thinking at some level. Are his emotions high or low? High. Is he compliant or non-compliant? So we have a contaminated thinking, high emotion, non-compliant person. The chances of de-escalating this person successfully? Very slim. And when the officer finally realized that and was like, yeah, I'm not getting this guy de-escalated, it's time to take matters into my own hands. Now, at the other time, the officer shows up, he's like, hey, what's up? And the guy goes, I'm leaving. And he's like, what, you want to fight me? If their goal was to get him to leave, and he's like, hey, what's up, Holmes, I'm leaving. Cool, man, thanks. Appreciate it. And he's like, what? What's your problem? Oh, no problem. I thought you were leaving. We have the same goal. You said you were leaving. I was hoping that you would. Thank you. Well, you want to fight me? No, man, I don't want to fight at all. I was just hoping, we were just making sure everything was okay. But if you're leaving, sounds like everything's okay to me. Have a fine day. Now, instead, when the guy shows up and he does bow up a little bit, and the officer says, you want to fight me? Does that sound like, a child of the 80s? It sounds like Cornholio. Are you threatening me? Do you want to fight me? I don't think that was probably the best choice. Hey, sir, I'm here to help. Hey, sir, are you doing okay? I'm sorry. Oh, okay, I offended you. I apologize for that. Didn't want to do that. Just want to help you today. Seems like things are having a hard time. Tell me what's going on. Now, again, this guy, contaminated thinking, high emotion, non-compliant person, you're not going to de-escalate this guy anyways. The officers ended up doing what they had to do. The guy says, I can't breathe. Exactly. I'm actually using a choke on you. Correctamundo. The difference between a vascular restraint or a choke that's being used as deadly force and not deadly force is 100% in the intent of the person applying it. If a choke was always deadly force, then we'd have people murdered at jiu-jitsu schools every night of the week. Simple as that. Why don't we have that every night of the week? Because they don't have the intent to murder. It's just simulated murder. Okay? So we call jiu-jitsu is, again, non-consensual snuggle struggles. Right? Folding clothes with the people in them.